Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Are we living and loving the hair? Are we living and loving the hair? None other than the fabulous Healthy Hair Studio that got all of my edges back, and I am so grateful indeed. I live and I love it. I live and I love it. I live and what I love it.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking here.
All right, my darling. So why are we here? Well, as always, my darling Fumi Nation, they keep me busy and I absolutely love it. Thank you. Keep them coming. I get over 100 messages a day, but I do the best that I can for myself and 3 assistants to respond in a timely manner. We have Marvin Sapp ordered his ushers in the church to close the doors, while he now literally demanded his congregation to cough up a total of $40,000 by offering $20 a piece. Those that were on stage with him, he demanded 100.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving.
I am a Christian. I went to church my whole life when I was growing up with my parents. It was a wonderful time because you met all of your cousins, you saw all of your aunties who gave you money as well, your uncles gave you money, and you also had Sunday school. So it was really just a fun get together. It was very comforting for me because I was surrounded by love and family. It was nice to see my grand uncle, my grandmother, to love upon my parents. It gives you that as a child. You feel very secure because these are your people. This is your village, and you are the youngest member, and you are treated so lovingly. Every auntie, uncle, oh my God, Fumi has grown so tall. Fumi, come and take this. Fumi, this, that. And so going to church was fantastic. And sometimes we got fidgety because it was time for prayers. And you see mom and dad and they're praying for us, and it was just a wonder. When I look back, it was an absolutely wonderful time. You couldn't wait to see your cousins on Sunday at church and then go to Sunday school. It was a wonderful time. Church, you didn't play. Church was everything. Good folk, good people go to church. You go and pray and you feel strong and revitalized for the new week. And of course, when you're singing the hymns, you would have a basket and it would pass along and you dropped in whatever cash. My father would always give us money to put into the basket. That was for the church. That was for the wine that you drank. That was for the pieces of bread that you took when you walked up to come and take your deliverance, and for keeping the garden clean. For all of the ushers, it was an honor to be an usher. That has been my memories of church, of which I want to give and pass on to Adrian. I said all of this before I talked about Marvin Sapp, because it was sad to see what he did. And so without any hesitation, I say this: Marvin, you're a thief. You're a thief. Shame on you. I'm a very direct individual. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to call it like it is. You're a thief. And you've made a business out of this. It would have been better if you had said, we need this for a member. He needs support. So we need you guys to do a little extra this Sunday, if you can. No pressure. Then I promise you, as I'm sitting here, that money would have exceeded 40,000. But you were at home all week planning and plotting this. You planned and you plotted that this is what I'm going to do this Sunday, because it came off as dishonest right out the gate when you told the ushers to close the doors. So much so, the ushers did not know if you were being serious or not. They did not know. And you were laughing, pacing back and forth. But you want that for your own personal consumption, because you didn't let the congregation know exactly what you needed it for. You did not mention it. It's going to be a tax write-off. You're never going to see that money ever. And that is what has become with a lot of black churches, because you manipulate the needy and the desperate, people that are praying for a miracle. Everybody has a silent struggle that they're not talking about, that they are just trying to pay through, and they're carrying their family day to day. That's what's hurtful, because you don't care about them. You're a thief. You're a thief. And you are manipulative, and you are calculating. You don't care about these people. You only care about yourself. And then on the swing side, you've got those who want to stand up and walk down to the pew to show that they got the money. We're doing well out here in these streets, in these church Sunday streets. We got it. 20, we can do it. We'll give you 40. 100, child, please, we can do 2. Because you want to show off the brand new car that you drive up into in church. Because church has become an event. Sunday, I wear my Sunday best. So we wear masks and we show up, and we really want to show shimmy between the others and gossip right down there in the aisles. She did this. He did this. She just got divorced. Her daughter had a baby. We don't know who the papi is. That's not where I want to belong. And so over time, my adulthood, I said, you know what, I can pray at home. And when I need to, I will come during the week, during my lunch hours, and come and pray to my Lord. Because this right here is a horse and pony show. It's hocus pocus. Actually, it's a magic show. Because you go in there and you magically see your money disappear. It feels like it's stolen, but it's you that gave it up. That's what this is all about out here. I call it, you got to have real pastors. You got to have people that really care. People that show up for you. People that call you during the week and say, Aunt Liz, I saw you in church Sunday. You were quiet. I just wanted to check up on you and see that you're doing okay. You're getting your meds and you're walking your 5 minutes around the house, you know, the blood circulation and all of that. That's somebody that cares. Not somebody when you're already struggling in these streets right here with Trump putting all of these tariffs. I am in England and we are feeling it. We are feeling the tariffs that he has imposed on the United Kingdom, Canada, China. We are feeling it here. In the supermarkets, yes. Because Maria does the shopping and she comes back and I'm like, I know I gave you what I gave you. Why are you coming with half of the groceries? No grocery. Not enough money. I said, what? Yes. So guess what? I am wearing last year's collection. Talking about H&M from last year. Yes, I can't afford it. So if I'm going to church, the way I want you to bless me, to shower me, to look after me, to take care of me, to say, you know what, in unity there's strength. And then you're talking about close the doors. Now I'm being held. Now, against my will. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. And so as far as I am concerned, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunties, things have changed. Things have changed. We got AI coming in 10 years. Things have changed. Don't let them run upon you and hold you ransom inside the house of the Lord. Last time I checked, I have not seen where you are being held against your will in the house of the Lord because you have not put forth, volunteered your own hard-earned money that is dwindling, $20 for somebody like Marvin Sapp to sap you of your money, and for no good reason at all. It's a horse and pony show. Go about your business, mama. Pray at home. Pray virtually. That's what you do. Pray virtually. Don't let anybody embarrass you. I'm good for that. I ain't got it. How about that? I don't have it. I don't have it. I am self-funding my brand. I ain't got it like that. That's partly why it's taking quite a bit of time. I ain't got it. As I get the money, I put it in. As I get the money, I put it in. I'm very simple. I don't try to be more than I'm not. I'm not coming out here with designer bags every single day. I ain't got it like that. I got a child to raise, and I got food that I gotta cook for my man, and I do my YouTube, which is my job, of which I live and love. That's it. How about that? That's it. That's it. Marvin Sapp, I don't mind saying it again. You're a thief. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you try to get over. That's why it went viral. You guys have to be very careful because we've got social media here and we've got independent influencers, meaning that I'm independent of being influenced by anybody, and that includes money. I want integrity, because it's these same houses of the Lord churches that you find out that your child is kind of being touched inappropriately. I don't trust anybody. And when people show me their hand the way that Melvin has shown me, he will never gain my trust again. You keep it walking. As a matter of fact, this was to happen in the house of the Lord because the Father up above said, he is not my son. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what? Yeah. I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Mwah.